Virginia and North Carolina farmers conclude harvesting their 2015 crops, they're looking forward to 2016 with a focus towards managing costs and maximizing opportunity on every acre.
I've got a lot of 1131 out. I've already harvested in excess of 100 acres. It's yielding about 240, and it hadn't needed anything. It's got rain right along. We put about a little over 200 pounds of nitrogen on it, and it's really yielding good. I've planted some 1172. It's been a real good hybrid if it gets dry. It's got real good drought resistance, and I've got some 1043 that was planted late, and I tell you, it's going to do well over 200 bushels. It looks really well. So I mean, I've had good luck with Seed Consultants corn, and I'm going to be planting it in the future.
We're looking here at 1131. It's impressed me. 1131 is a potential top yielder of what we have, but yet it showed us some stress. It may not be the best stress variety we got, but it sure has shown it in this situation. It's a good dual-purpose corn, you know, grain or silage. This corn went from May the 1st till April the 27th, June the 27th, I believe, and with 1 inch of rain. And we was ready to throw in the towel on this plot completely. It was shriveled up, dried up, didn't think it was gonna make nothing. Then like the 26th, 27th of June, we got maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches, and we got another rain the next day. And we are really amazed that there's any grain here at all. I think we were about 3 or 4 days away from a total disaster. The later maturity corn seemed to have done better in this plot than the early ones. I think the early ones was just a little bit too late on the rain, but we're really amazed in what we've got here with the small amount of rain that it did have on it.
We at Advanced Agri-Service understand that a major key to our continued success is staying focused on what we do best, finding and marketing the best corn and soybean varieties for our Virginia and North Carolina customers. That process begins by working closely with our friends at Seed Consultants as they conduct an expansive research effort that leads the industry.
And again, north to south, this thing can move, and it's really created quite a niche because of the territory that it covers, which kind of surprises with 104 day. And how did we find this, Dale? Through our replicated testing program. You know, we're standing in the middle of 4,000 hybrids that are being replicated here at Washington Courthouse, and we do this in the south as well, and at several locations. And we're constantly looking with Dale every year to uncover that next big hybrid that's going to be a hit for us and have a home run for us. And our research and our testing is what our brand identity is. It's one of the things that we do that's significantly different. Do we have more locations and replications than some of the multinational companies? No. But I would say that you would be hard pressed and challenged to find any multinational company that has more locations where we're selling. And that is in the southeast and in the eastern corn belt.
Over the last 12 years, our relationship with Seed Consultants has matured and our sales have grown as we have continued to build our variety lineup for our variable soils and volatile weather. We can cite no better example of success in our research than SCS 11HR63.
All right, we're in a bottom in Davidson County, and we've had a real dry summer this year. This corn right here, it's had enough water. I ain't gonna say it's had too much water in this bottom, but it's 11HR63. It's done really well, and it looks very impressive.
We've been happy with Seed Consultants corn in the past, and that's about all we plant. This 63 here looks really good in this bottom, and it's really stood well so far.
SCS 11HR63 was our top-selling corn variety in 2015 for one very good reason. It performs. When positioned correctly in highly productive yield environments, SCS 11HR63 has proven that it's a test plot champion to be reckoned with. More importantly, our customers are realizing a top-end boost in field average yields with this amazing hybrid.
We've been extremely pleased. We cut a little bit of this corn yesterday. It's a little little green, but this corn here is going in the upper 30s, 37, 38 tons an acre. It's working out great for us. This is our second year on 15-inch rows, planted around 44,000, 45,000 population. Thought maybe that was a little heavy. We had a couple of heavy thunderstorms after the corn to tailstone. We had a few places the corn went down a little bit, not bad, but you know, what do you expect with such a high population? So this year we cut it back a little bit. Last year we hand checked a lot of corn last year, over 300 bushels. We think this corn here is 260, 270. So we're just been extremely happy.
We think that you'll agree that our discussion about variety selection for 2016 corn production on highly productive soils should begin with SCS 11HR63. But what about our marginal soils and microclimates that limit yields far below the potential of most hybrids? Solution: SC 1172, SC 11AGT74, SC 11AQ43, and SCS 1094YHR. These are rugged genetics that protect yield by having an extra measure of drought tolerance when things get really tough.
The 1172 has got pretty good drought tolerance. I know last year I planted it and it was real dry last year, and it filled out good, had a pretty good size ear on it, grain quality pretty good. Just real pleased with 1172. The 1172 and 1174 are going to be real well in this area. It's got good stalk strength, and the 1174 has a little lower ear placement, which would probably be good for this area. And both the drought tolerance and both of them, we're always pretty close to being in a drought all summer long, and they both do real well in stressful situations and still come out making an ear. 1094 did real good this year for this area with the rain we had, and early day variety I wanted to try just to see, and it really performed well.
I planted some 10HR43 this year. Wanted to get an early corn in to start my harvest earlier, kind of open up the window a little bit. I run some older equipment, and I don't have a grain dryer, and I needed to get in the field and get started earlier. And this hybrid looked really good last year in our test plot, and I thought I'd try more acres of it this time, and it looks like it's performed really well considering the heat and drought stress we've had. We've had a little more rain in this area than some places, but we've still had the heat, and compared to a lot of the other varieties, it's holding up really well for 104-day corn. This corn's under a lot of stress. Here today it's about 93 degrees or so. It's a little bit short. It had some stress early in the season. It's not got the height on it should have, but we've still got a real good ear on it. This ground is not the very best. It was some pretty rough ground. It was basically some bush hogged off of it and sprayed and planted in corn. And this 104-day hybrid's been really impressive and comparing very well to some later hybrids.
We're expanding our territory over into the coastal plains, and this is a hybrid that is going to move into this territory very, very well and give us early dry down, early grow off, and is going to handle the heat and the stress that they need over here, as well as give us that top end yield potential that we all want to capture.
You would be correct to assume that we are excited about our 2016 variety lineup, but that shouldn't be confused with complacency. If there is one obvious lesson from the past 12 years in the seed industry, it's that corn yield potential is rising rapidly.
The determination for final progression comes through yield data. And so a product we're standing in front of here today is a product that we've identified as one of those potential that we hope to bring into our lineup that fits in with the 11HR63 and 11AQ72. It's running about 121% or 21% over the average of the testing that we've had in the data set so far. And this is one way that we identify those products that we're going to move forward with and bring to your farms and add to our lineup.
Locally adapted varieties and the latest technology. That's a powerful combination for your farm. Our customers and dealers are the heart of our seed business. We take it very seriously when you commit corn acreage to Seed Consultants. It's teaming with forward-thinking growers like you that make the idea of moving yields forward a reality. We look forward to working with you on your 2016 crop.